Okay, there we go. Let's see if this thing's going to work now. Blood on the Razor Wire TV going live. Always some issues, man, with YouTube, man. Sometimes when I try to go on these lives, they're not like connecting me. I don't know what the hell's going on. Camera's not going on. I got a nice computer too, so I don't know. Sometimes they hit your boy up, man. They're tagging me, but it's all good. We're gonna get through it, right? That was the wrong water. This is the right one. Country, what's up? A prisoner's awakening. What's up, big dog? I'm gonna get a hold of you tonight, man. There's something very important I need to talk to you about. Nothing bad. All good stuff, man. Anyway, man, hope everybody is having a good night tonight, man. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel, supporting what we do. We're going to talk about what happened at the federal prison camp. Some people wanted me to talk about that. I was going to just do a video on it, but I figured why not do it live, man? It's been a little while. Donnell Pitt, man, I see you in the house, big dog. Darius, Charlie Parker, man. Appreciate you and everything that you do for the channel, bro, because you do a lot, man. So he's a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. But anyway, I hope you guys like, how we've been doing some of them videos. People have wanted me to do Vic Amuso. There's not a whole lot to talk about, about Vic Amuso. I was hoping that he filed a compassionate release motion, but he hasn't, from what I've seen. But anyway, some people were mad at me about the Larry Hoover video. They're like, man, he was never a peace stone and all of that. And I'm like, okay, man, okay, cool. But I'm only relaying to you what the court papers say. You know what I mean? Do you guys want me to break down on a video, man, like how that stuff happens, how it works? I mean, we can do that. I can show you guys, like, with his case. And I'll teach you why I think he's going to get it and get out of federal prison at the very least. And then once he gets over to the state, man, he can deal with that. But we'll talk a little bit about a bunch of stuff tonight. Appreciate everybody supporting us, man, over there when we did that little interview with Jay Williams. Appreciate him looking out, bringing us on. We got another big interview that we did with another big channel. Hopefully that'll be coming out soon. Got some big things going on. What's up, Chad? What you think Trump's big announcement is? What do you think it is? Marlene, yes, everything that I talked about was in the paperwork. It isn't stuff that I made up, man. Selling drugs, all of that stuff was from prison. Do I think he deserves a second chance? Some of you might get mad at me, but I do, man. I believe in second chances, so I'm a second chance type of guy. Do I think that Larry Hoover's going to get out and commit crimes? Probably not. The man's 71 years old, been in prison since what? He was 23. I think that man deserves a second chance to reclaim his life, spend his last years with his family, be able to hold his grandchildren. I mean, I think he's suffered. I know bad things happened in the case and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you tell me, do you think he's suffered enough? I remember writing my judge at one time and telling him, look, I'm not being punished no more. I'm suffering. And I think that that's what's going on with Larry Hoover, man. He's been in that ADX. Man, he's suffering, man. And what happened with him is, what they're doing is, I don't know, man. They do wild stuff in there. So let's talk about the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Let's talk about the dude that, he's at the prison camp, right? So those of you that don't know, man, a federal prison camp, they're probably about to, you're going to see them prison camps start to disappear, I think, after this incident. I think that they're just waiting to do some stuff, man. A lot of people don't like them. There's a lot of people out there that are like, man, this is a danger. There's no fence. So, this dude ends up getting a gun somehow. He actually pulls the trigger, I believe, right, on a chick that comes to visit him. Who do you think that is? Take a wild guess. It's somebody he's mad at. Maybe his girl was coming up there on the visit. He found something out. Maybe she was doing the wild thing and, he was upset, or she was coming up there to say, look, man, I can't do this no more. I love you and I care about you, but I can't do this no more. And he felt like he had to, do whatever. But, how do they get contraband into prison like that? There's no gates, man. There's no fences. And, dudes can pretty much do whatever they want. And, they know about this stuff. The Bureau of Prisons knows. There's been plenty of problems. That's why Carvajal's no longer the director, right? When he was the director, they were putting the hammer to people. People were trying to get out on the CARES Act. And he was like, just his people. Let's just say his people. Was he directly denying them? No. But the Bureau of Prisons does all kinds of stuff, man, to oppress. They feel like, man, it's their job. And I always tell people, man, the punishment comes from the court, not from you. Because I used to have a lot of conflicts, man, with the cops, right? Cops that did bullshit to people, including myself. That shit used to burn me up, piss me off. I'm going to read some of the comments, too, so people will get mad about that. But that's what this is for, man. We do Philip Powers. Is that John Powers? Yeah, Mike D. But, yeah, we'll get into the comments because that's what the Bureau, the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. You know, a lot of them people think, man, it's their job to come in there and punish you, man. To really put the screws to people, man. They'll go search your cell, throw your shit around. You know, that's the stuff that a lot of people don't see. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's federal prison and everybody's respectful here. No, not really. And some of those people are some of the most, not all of them, but a lot of them people that work there are useless, man. They couldn't get a job in the private sector at Walmart. And I feel that way sometimes because the way that they treat people, the way that they talk to people. And sometimes when you have that position, I think that the power gets to you, right? The power gets to people and they feel like, man, I can do whatever I want. And also, some of you might be shocked by this. You know, a lot of times, man, these people are lazy as hell. They're lazy. They don't want to do nothing. I did an interview with another big channel I said the other day, and I had talked to them. He had asked me about the metal detectors. I mean, I've been in, those of you that read my book, I've been in prisons like Big Sandy where dudes just unplugged the metal detector. It's just there like a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas ornament, right? It's just there. Michael Metroke, man, we appreciate you, brother. Chipping in, man. That's what's up. Definitely appreciate you, man. Shout out to the fam. That's what's up, big dog. Appreciate you, man. Charlie Parker, man, he's a brother that's always donating and helping us out, man, behind the scenes. So we appreciate you, Charlie. Thank you. It's just a lack of people's skills. Plenty of them in every work environment. Unfortunately, yeah, there's a bunch of lazy people, man, that don't want to do shit. But anyway, this message is held for review. And Florida officers are called shit eaters. So when I was in New York State prison, right? I mean, dudes used to do stuff like when you had a cop in there that they didn't like, man, if you were in a medium security, they would sometimes spray baby oil on his chair, man, and light his chair on fire. And now it's like he's in danger, right? So they would move him out of that unit and put him in a different unit and put a different cop in there. So if dudes want to get rid of the cop, they would do shit like that. I mean, it's on both sides, right? Dudes do bullshit on both sides. But, you know, you do have cops that, Greg Paris, what's up? Sometimes you have cops that just punch you in the face, man. Pollock USP still on lockdown. I think they're on a modified lockdown. I got clients over there. That brother that we did the interview with over there, he ended up going to the hole for doing that interview, man. They went and locked him up and all of that stuff. So, but you know, he's out of the hole now. But I think the case manager here's an example. You know, like the case manager over there was pissed off because he actually used the telephone, the staff phone to call me. People are like, man, how's he doing that? And he used the staff phone, man. Staff gave him a phone call to me, and we talked, and she got pissed off, and she's in there talking shit about him, trying to belittle him and make him look like a bad guy. So, you know, that's an example of what they do. I've seen them do vicious shit to people, man. You know, and something that really pisses people off in prison is so many comments on Jaysville said they watch Chad. So many people that never comment. Pretty cool to see so many positive comments about blood on the razor wire. That's what's up, Danielle. That is nice of people, right? We definitely appreciate you for sure. So anyway, man, what kind of questions do you guys got tonight? We'll talk about that federal prison camp and how they got that gun in there. You guys got any questions? The other thing I'm going to tell you about, I told you guys I live in a very dangerous city. So last night, there's a cop from like the main suburb out here. Young lady, first African-American woman to be on the Greece Police Department. She comes to the city of Rochester, New York. And, you know, this isn't all out in the news, but it looks this way. She's having a domestic dispute possibly with another woman, right? She goes to the house. This is what I believe it is. I could be wrong. So correct me if I am. I don't have any books, Jamie, but they're coming. They will be here soon. So anyway, she goes into the city of Rochester. She blasts the chick, kills her, and the chick has 2 kids, shoots herself, kills herself. But before that, she shoots the other girl that's there, who I think is the new girlfriend. So now they're all gone, right? I mean, this isn't the first time that this happened in Rochester this year. We had another cop in the beginning of the year who was kind of like dating this chick that was a 911 operator. I think she worked at the county jail, I believe, if I'm correct. She was a 911 operator. Oh, her husband, she was married. Her husband worked at the county jail. So old boy goes over there and he pops her, kills her, and then kills himself. So this is law enforcement, man. Like, and this city's out of control. And I'm sure that, you know, the law enforcement officers here are probably like, damn, man. And I'm not saying that all law enforcement people are bad, man, because they're not. You know, something happens to my mom, I can't get there to save her. I said this before. Who's going to save my mother? She's got to call the police to get there to save her. I'll be there. But, you know, something was happening, and that's what normal citizens do. But anyway, man, you got, you know, cops are offing each other. People are running around here killing each other. What up, big dog? If anybody wants to shine, check out Cedric Dean Straight Fire. Cedric Dean, that's my dude, man. That's my boy, man. Chad out here giving more people a second chance than Trump. Yeah, anyway, man, we won a couple big cases this week. I feel good when we win, man. We put in work, man. We helped Billy Breimer, well-known guy from Boston. Some of you guys might be tapping in tonight, man. Won that case. We won the Akeem case. Jeremiah Kirby. I'm bringing Jeremiah on here, man. We're working on, the judge gave him until January to release him, trying to get him out. He was a very well-known SAC gang member at one time. Not going to fake the funk, but he walked away. He walked away from that gang life, got into the tattoo program, getting some tattoos removed. But he was a dangerous dude in federal prison. He was a dude that was about that business. And I'm going to bring him on for an interview and let him tell you why he why he did the things that he did and why he stepped away from that organization, man. Really good dude, man. Very intelligent dude. He was a playboy in prison, man. A lot of people need a second chance, especially if they're doing what you're doing in prison, not getting in trouble and shit like that. Well, that's the other part, right? At Coleman, when some COs was trying to me, I told him, go home, kill your wife, your side piece, then kill yourself. Okay. Well, all right, Leon. Don't go too hard now. Hit that like button for us, man. If you like what we're doing, man, hit that like button. It helps us out a little bit, I think. Not even sure, man. I just think it does. But anyway. I don't know about Oscar. I don't know if Oscar ended up getting any time off yet, but I'm sure he will. Billy got time served, so he should be leaving any day. We're going to bring Billy Breimer on here too, man. So smash that like button like a chomo walking the yard. Okay, country. But anyway, hold on. Yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. I'm not going to say everybody, but most people. I mean, I've said this before, man. If you do the big R to kids and kill them and shit like that, nah, bro. I feel like nah, bro. Nah, you're a sick dude, man. Like you need to eat fried chicken on Thursdays, man. Maybe for the rest of your life in the mess hall. I don't know. How long have you known Jay Williams? For a little while. So Jay Williams has done some things to help me out, man. He gave me, man, months ago, he gave me some great advice, man. And, some of the stuff that he said, it resonated with me, man. It stayed with me. He's an intelligent dude. Everybody's not going to like you, so some people talk some shit. Someone left a comment over there and said, I got feminine tendencies. Are you serious, bro? Like, I'm fighting words, big dog. I'm just playing. It's all good, man. So Barry, man, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. We'll get that cup of coffee on you tomorrow. I don't really drink coffee, though. I like drinking them iced teas, bottled water, but it's all good. So anyway, man, you guys like how we do them videos where I'm kind of going over the cases, doing that type of stuff? Strict Fit. Hey, brother, been gone for a while. What's the address? Email me, bro. Did we bet on that Steelers and Bills game, bro? Okay. He's a big Toby Keith fan. I don't think chomos are able to be rehabilitated. Some booty band is hitting you up. I don't know about that. But anyway, man, I don't know. And so, yeah, man, like the thing with Jay Williams, man, like the dude gave me some good advice, man. And he did me a favor, man, by bringing me on his channel. He did me a favor, and that's what it's about. Networking, doing good things. If you're doing good things, why not? Why not help people out, right? And I've been doing that, man. Like I try to bring guys on that got little channels and they want to, try to, boost their stuff up if they're doing positive things. And when I can give, advice, I give advice. You know what I'm saying? As far as other stuff goes, I got some big things in the works. Hopefully they work out. But that's what's up. Late again, but I'm here now. What up, Chad and family? It's all good, big dog. What's good, Chad? Shout out from Houston, Texas. Love your show and what you do. The other big news, man, the football player, right? Kills them other football players. They said that, I've read some stuff where they were talking about they were harassing them for years. Someone I know got sent to FCI Tucson from USP Victorville. I'm trying to find out because I can't get word to McCrary. I don't understand what you're asking. They got sent over there. Got another brother, man, that was real close to me, man. Former Nazi lowrider, turned into a full-fledged, man, Christian. This dude's like 60 something years old, man. Ripped up, bro. Like ripped up. I don't know if you guys want an interview with this guy, but I'm going to show you who he was on the yard with and, who took his classes. And you guys might be like, damn, man. See if I can find him right here. This is my right-hand man right here, man. I love this dude, man. Like a brother, man. He was really good dude. We worked out together every day. Like I said, man, full-fledged Christian. Look at this dude, man, in his 60s, ripped up. This is Eddie Boy. Boom. Can you guys see that? That's Eddie Boy. And who's standing next to him right there, man? The light-skinned brother. That's Big Meech. Maybe we'll bring Eddie on and talk to Eddie, man. Eddie's a good dude, man. I mean, he was in Lompoc when the shit was real. He did 25 years. I think you guys might be interested in an interview with my boy right there, man. So let's see, man. There's Eddie Boy and Big Meech again. Eddie Boy's from California, man. Serious dude. But he turned his life around. But, man, he spent 25 years of his life in prison, man. 25 years of his life in prison, man. And this dude came out, man, on fire, man. Wanting to, help people do good things. I was never with Rich Guy, but I know who Rich Guy is. And I reached out to Rich Guy and tried to, through someone else and tried to get him to come on, man. And that didn't work out. I haven't heard back from him, but we'll see, man. When you help people like Billy Brymer, maybe some of the homies will reach out now. I think Billy Brymer deserves a second chance, man. They found a handgun in Draper. I mean, they also found a loaded gun where? At MCC. Wasn't that earlier this year? Gun was loaded inside MCC. You gotta be like, damn, bro. Imagine if it got in the hands of the wrong person and dude's just like, man, today's the day. I don't like you and I don't like you. And you know what I'm saying? Big Meech, we got tall, bald, fat, thin brothers. my boy Sean Donnelly knows Rich Guy. I'm late, but I'm here. What up, Chad? It's all good, man. Appreciate you being here. I don't know, man. We're gonna talk about Big Meech here soon too, man. We might do a little story on old Big Meech. Do a story on his, his sentence reduction and compassionate release and all that. What's up with all the killings in Rochester? Definitely a dangerous place, man. Told you guys that. Then other people were bugging out, man. What are you doing in a smokehouse, man? They're gonna, man. This is a smokehouse. It's where people go and get high, man. It's not a place where they're actively selling drugs or anything like that because I wouldn't have been in there. Did I have an opportunity to do an interview inside a trap house? What people call a trap. We used to call it spots, spiz back then. I did, and then it kind of fell through, and then I had another chance, and I said, nah, I'm not going to do that, man. I got to wait. I got to wait for certain things to be cleared up, and then I can do stuff like that. Today, a young man got a second chance at life. He killed an undercover officer in Houston, and they gave him not guilty today. Oh, yeah? What's his name? Let's do a story on the case. Chad, do you know Big Joe? Mexican Mafia? I know who Big Joe is. I've never been anywhere with him. I think the murder rate has gone up all over. It has, man. Isn't that crazy, man? Boston got methadone mild tents up the whole street. Are you still interviewing Big Lance? Yeah, Big Lance is working tonight with Jay. I was going to do an interview with Lance tonight and put it out tomorrow, man. Some people go off on Big Lance, but I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I like that dude, man. And the struggle is real, man. The struggle is real. And that dude, man, he wants to get his life together. He wants to live his best life. But sometimes, man, the struggle is real. Sometimes you get gripped into some things that maybe you really don't want to do. And sometimes once it gets a hold of you, you can't get away. But I think dude has an interesting story. I try not to interview really people that other people interview. But Big Lance, man, is a dude that we should interview. We should interview Jay Williams. We should interview 1090 Jake, right? These are things that we should be doing, man. And I do like Big Lance. Some people wrote me like, please don't do that. But listen, man, I like the dude, and I'm going to interview him. I think, man, this is something you guys might not know about me, right? I'm from New York. I'm from, the inner city, from the hood. But, man, I like that music, man. Like I do like country music and shit, right? And Lance kind of, man, I seen that dude playing the harmonica. I was like, damn, I like that shit, man. When I seen him singing at the rehab center, I don't really watch Greg Smith. I don't know who Greg Smith is. I don't really watch like prison YouTube channels, man. Like I don't. I did watch, I like Jeff Nadeau. I like some of his stuff, man. I like him as a person. And you know what, man? Big Lance is one of the dudes where I don't know, man. Sometimes I'll be Scrolling first thing in the morning when I get to my office, and I see Big Lance doing like a live and stuff, right? And I'm like, boop, I hit it and I check it out. And I like the dude, man. Man, it takes a lot to show the whole world struggle, and Big Lance is a good dude. I think he is a good dude. I like to see him, do good things. And, you guys know, we talked about this before. Like, when you get involved in YouTube, right? People see, like, what's the dude's name? The Beast guy and the other dude that's got like millions and millions of subscribers or whatever. You see them dudes, man, them dudes are making so much money, right? Did you ever meet the guy from Captain Phillips movie? I was with him in USP Coleman, just so you know. I was actually with that dude in prison. He was a kid, man, and that's a crazy story. We could probably do something on that. You know what I mean? Maybe we should. If you're the same person that's been hitting me, Mr. Beast and Mr. Ballin, like, them dudes are making so much money, right? And they're like, man, if you can put your hand on this jet for a week straight, man, you're gonna win a jet. When really, man, I don't know really what type of stuff them guys are out there doing in the street, but man, they're making a lot of money. I'll tell you that. And they can help out people, man. They can help out the community. Fuck giving a person a jet, man. Go out there and put some stuff together, man, for homeless people that are starving. You know what I mean? People that need some help, man. You got plenty of money. You can do all kinds of shit. So I don't know if you guys know who Zach Snar is, but Zach, man, we gave Zach a wrench. I like Zach, good dude. His brother is on death row. You guys may have seen, I think I talked about the case with Ricky Fackrell on here. You guys may have seen it on Killer Chronicles. His brother was one of the people that, was allegedly involved in the murder of another guy in prison, and they end up with death. I'd love to interview his brother. I don't know if he will. And I'd like to interview Zach and get his perspective, man. What's it like to have a brother on death row that was, allegedly a major gang member in federal prison? But we don't want to mess around until after, like, the appeals and stuff are done. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Yeah, I was with him. I was with a couple of pirates before. I've been around some people, man. Alan Stanford, you guys know who he is? I was with Alan Stanford. We're going to do some stuff on the mafia cops. I was in prison with them guys, both of them. Nitty Bighead. Was he at Big Sandy at one time? The Somali pirate at Coleman who worked in the kitchen is not the same one. Muse from the movie Captain Phillips. No, Leon, I'm talking about the young kid. Do you remember the young kid? He was in, man, what the hell unit was I in, man? J Unit? Do you remember him? He was in J Unit, the young kid, the little dude. He used to bug out on me sometimes. He was a Muslim. Muslim brothers took care of him. Anthony Shea is who you're talking about. No, I'm not talking about Anthony Shea, but I know Anthony Shea very well. Appreciate that, Chad. It's all good, bro. I appreciate you. Danielle Foster, appreciate her. Appreciate all you guys, man. We're all part of a team over here, right? So are there any single mothers in here tonight? Are you a single mother? I was just wondering. Any single, there you go, took the hat off. Damn, I need a new phone. My battery keeps dying. Damn, we're gonna have to get old country a new phone, man. Might have to get him a blood on the razor wire phone. It ain't a bomber phone, bro. But we got to make sure you got a phone, man. Country's been loyal, man. Good dude, man. Appreciate you too, man. For, always being there, sticking by me, man. Always here every night, man. That's what's up. Chad, you know Anthony Ants from the Boston bank robberies from the movie The Town? Are you talking about Anthony Shea? Spent a few years with Anthony Shea at USP Lee. It was with Stevie Burke and Big Sandy. For those of you that read the book, you already know that. We got 97 likes, man. We need 3 more, man. At least you got to get 100, man. Do an interview with Terrence Gangster Williams. He's blowing up on YouTube. Terrence Gangster Williams. I've seen his stuff before. So let's take a picture. Let's see. Maybe he'll come over with us and do one. You know what I mean? He was chasing that dude around the yard. My boy Bullet and him and Hazelton got into it with some white gang members. Yeah, I know the situation. Was that in 2008? Are you talking about Ricky Fackrell? Or are you talking about Chaos? I was the Google voice, hustle man. Well, hit me up, man. Maybe we'll do an interview with a hustle man. Every prison has a hustle man. You guys know what a hustle man is? 111 on the likes. That's what's up. We appreciate you. Smash that like button. Why not? So let me ask you guys something real quick, right? I see Corey Ferguson in here. What's up, Corey? Do you want me to break down that case for Larry Hoover? Freeing Larry Hoover. We'll get into all the good stuff that he's done since he's been in prison. We'll talk about that stuff, man. And I'll tell you why I think he's going to get out and why I think he should get out. I'll go into it. Jamie Rupert, I'm a single mother. Jamie, how many kids do you have? I'll tell you what, Jamie. Country, there's the email. You know what? I want you to email. Syracuse, New York in that house. I want you to email me at freedomfighterspc101@gmail.com. Shout out to the dads like Chad. That's what's up. So this is what we're going to do, right? I want you to email me. Tonight, if you're watching, and let's say you got a husband in prison, a boyfriend in prison, things are, you're struggling right now. We're going to do some things for Christmas for single mothers, all right? But this is the deal. This is how we're going to work this thing. How much time do you think the guy who left them people to die in the 18-wheeler would get? Them are crazy cases, bro. You never know. This is what we're going to do, all right? I want you to write me a little essay. You know how to write an essay? Tell me about you, man. Tell me about your kids, man. Tell me, if you're financially struggling, tell me why. And I'm going to pick some people, man, that we're going to bless for Christmas this year. All right? I told you, man, we don't make a lot of money, man. I showed it to you guys on like the last live, right? But it ain't about that, man. We're going to give away the YouTube. We're going to go ahead and give away the YouTube profits this month, man, for Christmas, all right? That's what we're going to do. So I want to know who the people are that really need help. 2 girls. Okay, Jamie. Write me a little essay, man. You want to win? I'll throw 50 in a pot for the Christmas giveaway next month. We're probably going to do it by the end of this month, man. That way they can make sure, some people might not even have food this Christmas, all right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look out. Some people might not have any presents for their children, but we're going to look out. We're going to do what we can for the people, man. And I think that's the right thing to do. Chess Sleep, I'll write an essay, Mr. Chad. Okay, write me one. Send some pictures, man. Hey, Chad, I came to Big Sandy from Bloody Beaumont in 08. I know, you came with Adam and Stevie Burke. You came on that bus, right? Do you remember when Ronnie and Dennis ended up beating the dude up at the table for sitting at the table? Yeah, yes, free Larry Hoover. I no longer been in prison, but it's time for him to get out. He can stop a lot of shit, but they don't want to stop it. I think there's people that don't, and I think there are people that do. You know what I mean? I like your shit. You seem to be a genuine guy. No pushover, but a good dude. Well, thank you, man. I told you that one dude said I have feminine tendencies or some shit. I'm like, damn, bro. I have to see him in the street. You know what I'm saying? See where them hands are at, big dog? I'm just playing. I'm not trying to fight nobody, man. I don't want no one to beat me up, man. Where is Big Lance? Off the yard? I thought he was coming on tonight. He had to work late. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an interview, and then I'm going to put it out the next day. I'm going to do the interview tomorrow, and then it'll be out the next day. All right? Also, man, Ronnie Blue Eyes. You guys know who Ronnie Blue Eyes is? I talked to him, right? And we did the interview. We're going to put a little interview out with Ronnie Blue Eyes. I want to help this kid, man. He had a rough life. Father was in prison, in and out of prison all his life. Irish kid. Sent me a picture with some Irish boxing gloves. You already know that's going to be the thumbnail. But we did a little short interview with him, man. I want to help that kid out a little bit if I can. We had a good conversation, been through some shit. So we're like I said, we're going to do cases. We're going to do the interviews still. People like the interviews, right? So that's what we're going to do. Ronnie Blue Eyes is good people. If you don't know who Ronnie Blue Eyes is, man, go subscribe to his channel. Look out for Ronnie Blue Eyes tonight. How many people want to look out for Ronnie Blue Eyes? Let's look out for him, man. So, yeah, those of you that are struggling, man, I don't know if we're going to be able to bless everybody that writes, but, man, we're going to do some stuff, man. Where do I write to? So I want you to write to my email, freedomfighterspc101@gmail.com. I put it up, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, here, I'll just retype it. All right. Freedom Fighters. Okay, you beat me, country. You beat me, country. And sometimes I remember I used to be in prison, man. This dude from Detroit was like, he was just like, man, Chad, you type, man. You should be working at the Pentagon or some shit. Kid from Detroit. Did you type so fast? You like boxing or MMA? What's your favorite? Man, I was always an amateur fighter, man. Always a boxer as a kid, but I love MMA, man. Saw your video last night, but you think Hoover will make a change in the community? I think Hoover has the influence and the power to help out. Can he change everything? Probably not. Do people listen to him? Of course they do. Is he an influential dude? Of course. Is he loved and respected by many? Of course. Can he help change some things? I think they should give him a chance, man. Guy Fisher got a chance and got out. I think Larry Hoover and co-defendants with certain cases. I think Larry Hoover's co-defendants, some of them are out of prison. I think he has the power to do some really good things. And that's kind of how I want to do that video and talk about that stuff, man. Talk about the crime rate in Chicago. Talk about the murder rate in Chicago. Let that man go out there and do it, because I think he would. I don't think he'd be one of them dudes that, was begging to get out of prison. Then you get out of prison and you don't do shit. You just disappear. And there's some influential people that have done that. They talk that shit in prison. When I get out, I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to help the youth. And then they get out, man, and they disappear. They don't give a shit, man. But I sincerely feel like Larry Hoover's a different type of dude. I feel like he's the type of dude that would get out here and be involved, man. And you know what? I think he should get a chance. What are your thoughts on the war on drugs and or possibly legalizing all drugs? I don't know, man. I think the war on drugs is a losing war. I think, man, that a lot of stuff has to change, man. Right? Look at what's going on in Rochester, man. Look what's going on in Chicago. Look at the fentanyl problem, man. Do you really think they should legalize fentanyl? I think, man, we need to stop that shit from coming into the country. Why? Well, people should be able to do what they want. It's their own choice. They shouldn't have to go to jail because they want. Man, it's destroying our country, man. It's destroying our country. How many little kids are going to grow up without parents because their parents are high on fentanyl, or they can't be there, or there ain't no Christmases. There are no Christmas presents. There are no moms to tuck their kids in at night and give them a kiss, man. There are no fathers to help them with their homework or to throw a football with them. And what happens to them kids, man? Them kids ain't got a shot. They ain't got a chance in France, man. So my perspective is, man, the fentanyl thing, man, that's got to go, bro. You got to stop that shit from coming into the country, man. You can go into a country and destroy a whole country and shut them down, but you can't stop fentanyl. It has to stop, man. Your video is tweaking. What? Is that for everybody or just one dude? Did you see Mexico was using, Philly streets as anti-drug commercials? 100%. I've seen it. So when you go down Kensington, right, what do you think when you see them videos? Remember I did that little video about drug addiction with the poems and like, wow, man. A friend of mine died this morning. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Okay, Zach. If it's glitching, you might have to go out and come back in, man. You're good. You're good. It's not tweaking on your end. Okay, I've seen that, country. They can stop, just choose not to. I mean, there's a lot of politics involved, right? And, people believe in conspiracy theories. You guys ever watch Snowfall? I used to love Snowfall, man. Like, that shit really happens, man. If you think that it don't, you're sadly mistaken. That's insanity, Chad. Got to go. Chad, my wife and I have 6 years clean of opiates, one day at a time. No doubt, bro. Keep pushing, man. Have a good night. Hey, Chad, you heard of Blue Boy? He's the one who killed Larry Davis. Of course I know who Blue Boy is, man. But them dudes, man, are doing interviews for money, man. I ain't got money for like that. You know what I mean? James Holland, thank you, man, for the Christmas fund. We appreciate that, man, for real, man. Thank you. But yeah, man, we're gonna do some stuff, man. We're gonna help some people out. We got to, man. I remember growing up as a kid, man, and every Christmas wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? Last year we did some stuff for some people, man. We have a brother that's always on the channel. His son was, they were struggling, man. So we went ahead, and I'm sitting in the hospital, and, we had these two little boys, and I'm like, wow, my wife had just had these kids. And I want to tell this story, man. Not because I want to be like, hey, look what I did, but because it's an important story, man. Brother hit me up, man. He had a little son, couldn't, really do nothing for his kid for Christmas, no food. So we put some money in the mail for him for some food, cash. I'll just put some cash in an envelope, man, send it over there. Here you go, bro. And then we had bought his son some Christmas presents from Amazon, a little trampoline he could jump on. And that made me feel good, man. But it made me feel good because I know that there was a little kid that was having a Christmas, man. And that's what it's about, right? So this year, man, no matter what, right? Maybe there's someone in your neighborhood, man. There's a a kid that, you know, maybe he's poor, maybe he don't have nothing. We used to have these kids at the end of our street that they called the bugheads. Everybody would make fun of them because they always had lice, right? Danielle, I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad. You know, and these kids didn't have much, man. And other kids would pick on them. And I always been that type of dude, man, where I felt bad for people. Man. I grew up fucked up, man. So I know what it's like, man, to have kids, you know. Maybe that's why I could fight a little bit. I can't, you know, I can't fight that good, just a little bit. But, you know, I grew up fighting, man. I saw the Smokehouse video. Any word on the cat and the cameraman, brother? I pray he gets out the help he needs. It's my dude, man, Kyle. Grew up in Hilton, suburbs of Rochester, good parents, good family. But he's struggling, man. He's struggling. He don't want to get right, man. You know, I had asked him a question the other day, you know, and it wasn't really on camera. I was like, dude, you're out here walking around and this is where he's at, man. He's in a dangerous place, man. Bull's Head, Jefferson Avenue. He's on Genesee Street. He's on Dewey and Lakeview Park. And I'm like, man, you ever worry about, you know, dying out here, bro? And he's like, man, I don't even really care, man. And the sad part about it, some people will be like, you know, when you were a kid and your parents might punish you, like, man, I don't care. But really you cared, right? Parents spank you and stuff, and you're like, I don't care. But really you do care. And when Kyle told me, man, I don't really care, man. I was like, wow, man, because it seemed like it was real, man. When he said he didn't care, like I felt that he really didn't care, man. He really didn't give a shit. He didn't care. And I'm like, damn, bro. You don't care if you care about Kyle, man. I want to see him get his life together. I don't know why, man. I took a liking to him. You know what I mean? JHCV. Oh, I thought that said HVAC from Reno. What's up, big dog? Appreciate you. Free Big Earl Hart currently at Bloody Beaumont. Where's Earl Hart from, man? Where's he from? I'm going to do some cases, man, for you guys, man. So, you know, there are youngsters watching, man. I'm going to do a case on a robbery with a dude that's very, very close to me, man. I talk about him in the book. I'm gonna do his case. I want you guys to hear his case. I want you to know that, man. And he ends up with, you know what? Till the sun burns out. Till the sun burns out. My son's dad is at Bloody Beaumont 2 doing 180 months. Jesus. Country just rain here, but up in the mountains, snow. Hey, when you got the tubes down your throat, dying is really scary. You know, that's the crazy part, man. Like, oh, just so you guys know, update, like the dude whose mom got killed, like I haven't seen that dude. So I'm thinking maybe him and his dad, maybe I missed him, but I'm thinking maybe him and his dad went to rehab, man. That's what's up. Went to rehab and getting his life together. The guy that killed his mom, real piece of shit, right? He's an SO, got out of prison, went out there and SO'd her and took her life, man. What do you think should happen to that dude? Blunt, man, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate that you hit the subscribe button, big dog. That's what's up. Did y'all hit that like button yet? If you haven't hit that like button, hit it, man. We're doing good. We got 149. We need one more like, man, to hit $150 tonight. Got the book coming on Chris Day for my younger sister. Can't wait. That's what's up, man. Baby girl was wondering where you were. Baby girl Wendy. Damn, we ain't seen baby girl Wendy in a minute, man. What's up? Where the hell you been at? Baby girl Wendy. Everyone new and old, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button on all videos. It's all good, man. Sliced throat, man. That was like a real POS, man. So anyway, man, we got $150 in here, man. Not the $150, you know what I mean? $150 on the likes. That's what's up. I don't know if the likes help you and all that stuff and how the lithogram works and all that, but it is what it is. Let's give Chad $150. Hey, man, I'm about to delete that shit, country. Oh, okay. You meant the $150 like. Okay, that's what's up, man. Let's pin that message then. Let's pin it, man. Replace the pin message. That's what's up, man. Here in Australia, Chad, before this year, the biggest bust of Fetty was 30 grams, but this year they busted 11 kilograms. It's here now, and I hope it doesn't get to the USA. It's wild, man. It's wild. It helps the lithogram, brother. Okay. You ever get criticized for getting people out of federal prison? Of course, man. Like someone put a comment on Jay Williams' interview. Keep helping, like, bad people get out or whatever they put. I don't know. But look, man, that's my job, man. That's what I do. And most of the time, man, I really only help people that are, you know, really want to get out of prison, man. People that I think have changed their life, turned their lives around, and that's what we do. Do a piece on the brands Big Mark. Neck. Yeah. We could probably do some stuff like that. But anyway, listen, man. So if you guys want, I want to see a yes or a no right here. Single mothers out there, man, hit me up. You're a single father, you're struggling, hit me up. Put a little something together, man. Convince me that you should, get that money this year. Hey, was that dude Kyle having relations with Donnie's ex-chick? No, hell no, bro. Hell no. Let me tell you something about Kyle. Even though Kyle gets high, man, he thinks he's a playboy. He thinks he's a playboy, man. He raps to women, bro. White, black, Spanish. And I've seen him, bro, in my car, like holler at this, this black chick, man. And we were at the light, man. And honestly, man, she was absolutely beautiful, right? And I'm like, man, don't do stuff like that, man. He's wrong. I know what he's getting ready to do. I'm like, bro. And he starts talking to her, man. She's smiling and everything. And I'm like, he's like, bro, I'm colder than ice. I'm like, what? So yeah, Kyle's a wild dude, man. And you know something, man? He can do floors, man. His father's a carpenter. He's a bad dude, bro. He's good, man. He's good. Neck up the way. Wow, that's a crazy name. Are you going to have Jay on your show? Probably. Should we? Yeah, definitely should bring Jay Williams on, right? Kyle needs to get away and clear the air between his ears. There is hope. He's still a young man, man. There is hope. But he's got to get it together, man. And I tell him all the time, man. You want to, we ride around like, look, man. Kyle, keeping it real with you, man. Kyle was like, probably shouldn't say this. Kyle's like my only real friend that I have where I live at, man. Like I don't have, when we were out there, I was too old to be up there on them roofs and doing that shit. But when we were up on them roofs, man, we'd be up there joking, playing, laughing, putting in, building some decks. We had some good times, man, joking and laughing. And it was like, damn, man, I like to get out of the house sometimes and do that stuff. A lot of times I'm stuck here in the office, man. When I do them videos, sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 hours to put things together. It may only be a 15 or 20-minute video, but I got to read everything. I got to write the stuff. I got to fix it, make sure it sounds good. I had a lot of practice. I wrote for Criminal Legal News, write for Prisoners Legal News. So I had a lot of practice, man. So that's what I do. I write the stuff like that. But anyway, listen, man, we've been on here almost 45 minutes. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate everybody pushing the channel. And like I said, man, I can show you better than I can tell you, right? A person's character eventually will show. And I think my character shows, man, that if, we start doing big things, I'm going to do big things. I'm going to help people, man. That's what I want to do. I like doing it. When I was in prison, there were times when I used to watch pit bulls and parolees, and I'd be like, man, I used to pray and be like, man, Lord, if you ever let me hit the lottery, man, I'm going to take care of dogs. I love dogs, man. I love animals. I love horses. I love dogs, and I love monkeys, man. So I would love to have a pet little dude. You know what I mean? Little monkey. Them little squirrel monkeys, man, they're cool as shit until they start throwing shit, right? Hey, this dude should never be on the channel, country. He's done. Tox Unican TM. You do positive stuff, and sometimes you get people in here to do some bullshit. But anyway, let me ask you guys something, man. Or let me tell you something. Every little girl's first hero in life is who? It's her father. So tonight, man, if you have a daughter, man, just let her know that you love her, man. Read her a book before she goes to bed. If she's a little older, just put your arm around her on the couch and say, Dad loves you. If you're a father and you're addicted, I know it's not easy, man. I know it's a struggle. But man, you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, man, what are you worth? What are you worth? And talk to your kids, man. Let them know that you love them, man. Go out there and throw a football with your son tomorrow, man. Real fathers, real men, real leaders. That's what it's really about, right? That's what it's really about. Chad, you shouldn't be preaching on here. Man, that's what the purpose is, man. That's what the mission statement is. That's what the mission statement says. So, if we can help people, man, let's do it, man. But anyway, I think all the comments just froze up for some reason. I don't know what happened. Can you guys see my comments? Let me put one on there. Let's see what happened. Nope, I think we froze up. But anyway, it's all good, man. If you can hear me, man, tonight's the night, man. Step up, man. Hit that like button. Share your favorite video tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. I'm going to put something nice together. I'm going to interview Big Lance, but I'm going to interview him, put it together, and it'll be out the next day. We'll have Ronnie Blue Eyes interview on. We'll do some more cases. People want Vic and Musso. We may very well do Vic and Musso's case. We'll see what we can do. But anyway, man, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Let your kids know that you love them. Peace and blessings with respect. Until tomorrow, we're out.